Pi Network just made a power move that nobody saw coming. Imagine waking up to see your Pi tokens gaining value, and it's not hype, it's real action. Pi just pulled a $4.5 billion chess move that could flip the entire game in your favor. If you thought Pi was a sleeping giant, think again. What they just did proves they're not playing, they're here to dominate. And in this video, I'm breaking down exactly what happened, what it means for your wallet, and how you can position yourself before the next major price surge. Let's go. Pi experienced a significant surge in its market performance, with its price spiking to 67 cents before dipping slightly to 65 cents. However, the most striking development wasn't just the price movement, it was the massive leap in market capitalization, which soared to an astonishing $4.5 billion. Alongside this, trading volume exploded by 116%, surpassing $157 million within just 24 hours. Such dramatic market activity doesn't occur without a catalyst. This spike was the direct result of a major strategic decision that sent ripples across the crypto community, signaling a bold move that captured investor attention and drove intense trading momentum. Initially, the crypto community was buzzing with speculation. Rumors began circulating rapidly. Was the Pi network behind this sudden price movement? Could it have been a coordinated pump? At first, no one was certain, but soon, the truth became clear, and the answer was a resounding yes. It was Pi Network, and this time, they weren't just making noise. They took decisive, calculated action that sent shockwaves through the market. So, what exactly happened? Pi Network executed a crypto buyback, a strategy more commonly seen in the stock market. Just like how companies buy back their own shares to boost stock value and show confidence, Pi Network implemented the same tactic with its cryptocurrency. They bought back a staggering 46 million Pi coins from the OKX exchange and transferred them to a designated special wallet. This strategic move had a powerful impact. By significantly reducing the number of Pi tokens in circulation, the buyback effectively decreased the available supply on the market. At the same time, it acted as a safeguard against potential price crashes that could have been triggered by mass sell-offs from miners or newly migrated users. This clever maneuver not only stabilized the token's value but also demonstrated Pi Network's commitment to long-term growth and sustainability. Why this is huge for investors? This development is a game-changer for anyone holding Pi, and here's why. In the world of crypto, and economics in general, one principle remains consistent. Less supply typically leads to higher value. By pulling 46 million Pi coins out of circulation through a strategic buyback, Pi Network effectively reduced the available supply on the open market. That means fewer tokens are up for grabs on exchanges, which puts upward pressure on price. Great news for investors. But there's more to it than just numbers. Pi Network is actively pushing back against a major challenge: the overwhelming influx of coins hitting centralized exchanges, CEXs. With mining still in progress and a new wave of Pi migrations on the horizon, there was a growing concern that the market would be flooded with tokens, potentially driving prices down due to oversupply. The buyback serves as a buffer, a smart, proactive move designed to maintain price stability and protect the interests of long-term holders. On a personal note, this shift has had a real impact on my own portfolio. I accumulated Pi at different price points, 44 cents, 60 cents, and 62 cents, averaging out my cost as I believed in the project's potential. And now, thanks to this buyback and the resulting price spike, I'm officially in the green. My $1,200 investment, which had been hovering around break-even, is finally turning a profit. For me, and for many others, this isn't just a temporary price bump, it's a sign of confidence in the project's future. Who's behind this strategic move? So, who exactly orchestrated this bold buyback that sent Pi soaring? The answer lies in a wallet that, until recently, flew under the radar. The recipient of the massive 46 million Pi transfer wasn't just some anonymous whale or external investor. It was a wallet quietly created 2 months ago, linked directly to the core team behind the project. The wallet is officially registered under the name Pi Foundation 2, a verified subwallet that operates as part of the broader infrastructure of the Pi core team. While it might not have been publicly announced when it was first created, those who've been watching closely know that this is no ordinary account. The Pi network team manages over 20,000 wallets, each designed to serve specific functions across the ecosystem. And this particular wallet? Its mission became crystal clear: to accumulate and secure Pi tokens in a way that supports market stability. In essence, this was a deliberate and strategic move, not just to reduce supply, but to safeguard Pi's long-term value as the project continues to grow. The Pi Foundation wasn't just reacting to market volatility, they were planning several steps ahead, ensuring the network has the tools and reserves to manage future challenges. And for those wondering about legitimacy, rest assured, there's proof. From detailed blockchain records to publicly available transaction screenshots, the evidence is concrete. The transaction trails are traceable, verifiable, and line up perfectly with the Pi network's known wallet infrastructure. This wasn't speculation. It was a calculated move by the core team, executed with precision, and confirmed by blockchain transparency. What's next? While the recent buyback was a bold and effective move, it's important to understand one thing. This is not a long-term solution. It's a well-timed strategy that gives Pi some much-needed breathing room. In essence, it's a temporary buffer, not a permanent fix. The real game changer, the move that could truly propel Pi to new heights, lies in what happens next: major exchange listings. We're talking about Tier 1 platforms like Binance, KuCoin, Bybit, and others. Listings on these top-tier exchanges would not only boost Pi's visibility but also inject massive liquidity and investor confidence into the market. It would mark Pi's arrival on the global stage as a serious contender, not just a social mining project, but a coin with real utility and growing adoption. Now, combine that with virality, the kind Pi is already known for, and true utility in the real world, and you've got the perfect storm. If both of these factors align, Pi could very well push toward the community's long-standing price target, $10 per coin. Don't sleep on this move. If there's one takeaway from everything that's happened, it's this: Pi is not playing games. This buyback wasn't just a publicity stunt or a short-term hype tactic. It was a clear and calculated message. Pi Network is serious about protecting value, not just energizing its user base with promises and promotional talk. For the first time in a while, we're seeing actions speak louder than words. The core team didn't make grand announcements or flashy PR campaigns. Instead, they moved silently, executed a massive strategic buyback, and let the results do the talking. It's a rare and refreshing shift in the crypto space, one that shows Pi is evolving into something more stable, more focused, and potentially more profitable for its community. Now the big question on everyone's mind: will they continue buying back coins? That's the million-dollar mystery. If they do, it could signal a long-term commitment to price stability and investor confidence. If not, it may just be a one-time move to set the tone for what's coming next. Either way, it shows us one thing: the team is watching the market closely and isn't afraid to act. So what should you do right now? Keep mining. The more Pi you accumulate before full listings, the better your position when the price eventually rises. Don't panic sell. The market is always full of short-term noise. What matters is the long-term vision, and Pi's recent actions show that vision is alive and active. Watch for major exchange listings. That's where the real momentum will build. When Pi hits platforms like Binance or KuCoin, it could change the game overnight. And finally, subscribe to this channel. I stay ahead of the curve, breaking down major developments like this before they go viral. If you want real-time updates, honest analysis, and strategies that actually make sense, this is the place to be. Stay smart, stay calm, and stay ready, because the next move might just be the one that changes everything.